waiting for stream. It's going. Raw. No, apagamos. Oh, I gotta go that much. Oh, perfecto. Connecting. ¿Qué?
Que el que está transmitiendo tú, no la Marina.
No. Ya viene. Chequea.
Que ya viene, que chequee.
And we're back. Here I am, Fly Navarro. I'm here with Josie Gonzalvo from Marina, Casa de Campo. I'm just double checking, make sure we are live on Marina Casa de Campo's page. We are being simulcast. Oh, yes, we are live on Marina Casa de Campo's page. Just double check. Josie, ask Vilma if she can see it because I can.
¿Tú lo puedes ver, Vilma? Sí, yeah.
Listen, right now this is bilingual.
She can see it.
This is bilingual. What we're doing right now, we're also broadcasting across 5 pages because
Okay.
I want the entire world to know what's going on in Marina Casa de Campo. All right?
Okay.
So I know who you are, and anybody that's on my page knows who you are. But how about give yourself an introduction and let everybody know who you are, Josie.
Sure thing. First of all, hello. How are you guys? Glad you're connected with us. My name is Jose Gonzalvo, alias Josie. Everybody calls me Josie. I'm the General Director of La Marina Casa de Campo. I've been in Marina Casa de Campo since it starts in 2001. And in one way or another, I'm there because the president of La Marina knew that I was a passionate with boats, with fishing, and with the sea or the ocean. So he offered me this job, and I remember that on the interview when he asked me to be the general director in La Marina, I accepted in a way that I don't even ask for the salary. I said yes immediately. So, I mean, this is my world. I mean,
so you're doing all this stuff you do for free. I mean, let us know right now if you're working for free.
No, not really. But it's those kind of jobs that you do for fun. That when you finish your day, you stay there and hang in there. It's not like most jobs that you're crazy to get out of the office. It's not like that. This is my passion. So I believe that I'm on the right place.
Well, I know every time I go down there, I love seeing you. So between you and Vilma, it's the reason why I go down there.
Thank you.
So what
thanks, man. Likewise.
Before you got to running the marina, tell us a little bit about what brought you into your passion for fishing. So I also know, maybe not everybody knows, but I also know you're the Commodore of the La Romana Yacht Club. So you have been part of fishing,
and also the Commodore of La Marina Yacht Club. So it's
it goes very deep as far as how long this has been going on. So explain to everybody exactly what got you into fishing and boats.
Oh Lord, yes. Well, it all started with my father. My father was an avid fisherman since he was a kid. Rest in peace. And I started going out with him when I was about 7 years old, because I remember that it was before the 1970. So I'm talking about I would start going out with him around 1968. So I was 7 years old by that time. By that time, my father had this is gonna sounds very strange, but his boat was a sailboat. And he
whoa,
of course.
You're a sailboater? Wait a second.
No, 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 no. My father, by the time, had a sailboat. It was a 25 feet sailboat called Mensaje. In English meant message. And that was the boat that he had, and he fishing on that boat without sail, of course. Just the boat have an inboard engine with shaft and propeller, and he fishing that thing, and he fished a lot of fish in tournaments here, unbelievable. So that's where all he started. But I never went out in that boat. By 1971, it was the year to step on to another boat. By the time my father was in love with a Bertrand 25, but by that time, right there in 1971, Bertrand came up with the Bertrand 28. I don't know if you know, and all you guys, the Bertrand 25 they have two models. They have one with the inboard outboard, so the engines were in a box on the back of the boat, and they have one with shaft engines, and that box was right in the middle of the cockpit. So when the 28 came up, it was a very more comfortable boat. It was a beamier. It was 3 feet longer, and it was like the right boat at the right moment for my father. So we went to Miami. That was the first time that I went to Miami in 1971 and get in love with the city. It's my predilect city. I mean, I love Miami. And we went to Bertram. I went there. I was 1971. I was 10 years old. And he ordered the boat, and my father's boat was one of the first holes. I believe that it was hole number 4 or something like that. So since then, I started fishing with him and spent all my time having good time with them. And it was, it was something that at the beginning I was seasick, and he always told me, lay down and stay there and don't worry about it. And thanks for that, I love the sea right now. I mean, it's something that my father did for me that I'm going to appreciate all my life. Because the truth is that when you out fishing, you forget about the whole world, man. I mean, it's the most relaxing thing that you can do in your life.
You don't have to sell me on it. I live every moment for fishing.
I know that. I envy you, man. I envy you. Do you remember? Do you remember that commercial of Michael Jordan of the? There was it was a song sing by a little boy that was going like Mike.
Exactly.
I like to be like Mike.
Exactly.
Well, you know, my song is like fly. I like to be like fly.
Short, hairy, and Cuban is not a way to go through life. So, Josie, tell us about the very first time. Now, most people are very, they relate Casa de Campo with blue marlin fishing. When was the first time that you caught a blue marlin? Wait a second. When was the first time you had an encounter with a blue marlin? You saw one. You didn't even have to catch it if you were on a boat with it. When was the first time?
No. Well, that was as I told you. I start going out when I was 7, but the first blue marlin that I saw in my life was when we had the 28, the Bertrand 28.
Uh-huh.
So that was in the 70s, 72. The boat arrived here in Romana by February of 1972. So since then, I cannot tell you exactly when I saw the first one on the boat, but my first marlin that I caught was a blue marlin. It weighs 172 pounds. and it was in 1974.
Could
It
you
was the first blue marlin.
1974? Do you know what month?
No, no. I can't. It could be because the season by the time here it was around June, May, June. So it was around there.
I just the only reason why I asked because August 1974 I would have been 1 year old. I'm just saying.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm 59. Okay, I'm 59.
I'm 47.
There you have it.
I'm 47. I just had to take the opportunity. I had to take the opportunity. So you caught your first blue marlin in 1974, and
1974. Yes, sir.
So, and I'm assuming because I don't even know the exact date. At that time, there was no.
I don't remember.
There was no Casa de Campo in '74.
Casa de Campo. Yes, Casa de Campo start the opening day to be specific, and what a coincidence was in 1974.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So they opened up Casa de Campo in 1974,
Mm-hmm.
and at what point did they open up the marina? Did they build the marina?
Oh no, the marina, as I told you, they built it in 19. They start building it in 1998, and the opening was in 2001.
2001. So the marina now has been there almost 20 years, 19 years.
Almost 19 years. It's gonna be 19 years in November. This November.
So
2020.
I'm watching a question come in on Facebook for you, so I would like to formally send it to you from Dominic Lecumbe Jr. He wants to know where's your scotch.
Oh.
I just watched it pop up here on Facebook. Dominic Lecumbe Jr. wants to know where's your scotch.
Tell him that you asked me the same question, but I thought that live with this thing in live, I shouldn't be drinking, So
but
I'm gonna be on my.
So just so everybody knows, because right now we got a lot of people watching, and I'm not even watching all the numbers. I just have the Casa de Campo page open right now, but. One of the nicknames that I have for Josie is the OG. He is the original gangster.
Yeah.
When you walk into Marina Casa de Campo, it is like being with Tony Soprano. I mean, it truly is. It truly is.
You embarrass me.
No, come on. Listen, because I have been there with you. And for those of you that don't know, and we haven't even gotten to this yet, I'm just gonna drop it really quick, and we'll bring it back up. So I am the tournament director for your tournament in Marina Casa de Campo. So I go down there every year for approximately a week. There's even talk of going longer next year, so I can go to the baseball game. But I get the opportunity to walk around the marina, drive around the marina, and you are the OG. You are definitely the original gangster in that marina. So don't say anything. Anyways, but I do see Vilma told Junior that it's too early for you to drink scotch, and Dominic's exact words are "nunca." Nunca is it too early to drink a scotch?
Well, let me tell you, I don't drink every day. Yeah.
No.
Please. I just drink, once in a while on the weekends, of course.
No.
Tomorrow is Thursday, so
it's close enough.
Social Thursday, so I can have a drink.
But also, when Junior's down there, we're having a good time. It's during the tournament, and so it's there's always a lot of fun. So in 2001, you guys opened the marina, and that is when you started as the general manager.
Right. Yeah, right there. I start with the marina.
So
from the beginning, yeah.
From the very, very beginning. So in the last almost 20 years, what is the biggest thing that you've seen change about the marina?
Wow, it's a process. It's a process. The marina start slow. The history of La Marina is like that. when they opened in 2000 or reopened in 2001, everything was sold. All the sleeps, all the apartments, all the villas. I mean, it was we opened in 2001, and everything. I mean, everything fly was already sold. So it was crazy. We need more sleeps because the demand. And it was, in 2005. Then we opened like I call it the second stage, which is the other part of the marina, where we add 152 more sleep for a total of 350 sleeps.
Okay. And you also have a section for mega yachts. We're not just talking about regular fishing yachts.
Yes.
You have a whole dock
Oh no, no.
dedicated. A whole dock dedicated to mega yacht.
Oh yes. We have capacity for yachts up to 250 feet, but we have accommodate yachts in one specific space that we have accommodate 298 feet yet in our marina.
Wow!
But what it's supposed to have is the full capacity of feet in a yacht is 250. But as I said, we have accommodated 298 feet yet in the marina.
So my first time in Marina Casa de Campo was back in 2007. And at that point, there was not a lot of American boats. It was mainly Venezuelan boats from in the Caribbean. We were probably one of the first boats, American boats there. And shortly after us, I was on the Real Tide at the time. Shortly after us, I would say a couple of months, we had the Betsy show up, and then we had the Lisa show up.
Exactly.
And since then, that was 2007. We're now in 2020. You guys get 35 American boats coming from the U.S. to come fishing every year.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right.
And,
That's right. By the time...
Go ahead, please.
No, by the time that you were there, the first time I didn't meet you. I know the boat. I remember the boat was a very, very famous boat in the fishing community. And after that, like you said, Mike Rouser came up with the Betsy. I remember that we had a tournament by the time that belongs to Ferries del Caribe of Puerto Rico. It's the ferry that comes and goes from Puerto Rico to Dominican Republic. And I remember I was fishing in the tournament, and it was a charity tournament that we give Ferries del Caribe the facility to use our marina to make the tournament. So it was a very, very beautiful tournament with a very beautiful cause. And I remember that I came up in the boat that I was fishing, and I saw that animal, the Betsy. It was by the time it was a 76 Spencer. I said, what the hell is that? And I, as a passionate that I am with boats, and like I said before, I already know it was a Spencer. I remember there was Papo Alemany. Do you know Papo Alemany from Puerto Rico?
Yes, I do.
Okay, he was with me, and he told me, what boat is that? I said, that's a Spencer. It doesn't look like a Spencer. That's a Spencer. You want to bet? And it was a Spencer. So that year was a very good year. I remember, I cannot remember if that was the first tournament of Ferries del Caribe or not, because really, I cannot remember. But I know it was a great year. It was a very, very good year. Next year, in 2008, Andres Van Hool, one of the owners, brother of the owners of Central Romana, which is the company who owns La Marina, Casa de Campo, the airport, Costa Sur. It came because that as 2007 was so nice, the fishing was so good, that he came next year. And he came with the idea to make a tournament, and he brings Skip Smith with him, and they made a tournament called the Masters. And that's when I met the president of Viking, Pat Healy. I met him by the time he came to the tournament, and with the bad luck that year was messy. There was no fish. I mean, the fishing was very poor, and it was not the what they'd expect for the tournament. But after that, in 2000, mine continues to go every year. By 2010, we took control of the situation and start promoting La Marina on the fishing ground, because the Italians that they build the marina, and which is one of them is the president of La Marina. They came up with this European mentality of mega yachts and big yachts and yachts and yachts and yachts. So, as a fisherman, I said, "Listen, guys, something's going on here. So it's okay to have yachts in La Marina, of course, but we better start promoting the fishing here in La Marina, because this is going to be a boom." And the rest is history.
And it is history. It's gone unbelievable. And I'm going to ask you about some of your best seasons, but I'm going to tell you something that you may not know. So that tournament, the Masters, that was put on with Mr. Van Hol and Mr. Skip Smith, I was one of the board members of that tournament.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, but you were in La Marina?
I was not in the marina. I was helping them as part of the rules committee and helping them orchestrate some of the ideas about it. As I know both of them very, very well, so they had both asked me to be a part. And I was still back then. I was a young fisherman, still fishing a lot. Not like I'm not fishing now. But I had no experience with tournaments other than fishing in them. So now let's and Dom, we'll get to your question here shortly, but we got a couple other things we need to talk about. You need to be careful because Dom is stirring the pot over here. Very, very good. But before that, I want to talk about some of your fishing seasons. And just off the top of your head, I'm not asking you to be specific. You guys, and if anybody's ever been into the yacht club, you know exactly some of the numbers that have been caught in Casa de Campo. So can you tell us, as a season and as a marina, what is the best year as far as blue marlins caught in Marina Casa de Campo?
Well, if I tell you that I remember that flight, I'm gonna lie to you and to all the people that are listening. Yeah, but you know because that's impossible. I will let you. But I have it here. I have it here.
You're welcome to reach out to the audience if you like.
No, it's okay. No, well, our best season was in 2017. We had 1,003 blue marlins in 109 days. 109 days. But I can tell you that was the best season. I mean, that was crazy. That was a knockout. But I can tell you since 2013 that we start doing the reports. 2013, we have 307 and 43 days. 2014, we have 855 in 112 days. 2015, we have 618 in 113 days. 2016, we have 641 in 110 days. And 2017, like I said, we had 1,003 blue marlins in 109 days. And 2018, we have 972 in 131 days.
So you're telling me you did a lot of homework for this, didn't you? You have that all written down right there.
Yeah.
I like.
Hey,
I like.
I couldn't do it without Bill. I mean, she's the one to have all that.
So, and it's so funny. Again, Dom for the win. What's the best year you had? He says when you met Vilma. That was your best year. That was your best year.
Oh yeah. Well, that's actually was 2001 when I met her, and we start dating later. But yeah, that was the best year.
That was your best year. Dom for the win. So
yes, sir.
Another thing that Dom wanted me to bring up, being that we're on the conversation, and I'm going to move up to scroll down, and you're going to kill me because of my squeaky chair. Let's see. Dom had asked. He wanted us to talk about. Where is it? Here it is. About your sweet dance moves. He says you have the best salsa and bachata dance that anybody he knows.
No, I don't know how to dance bachata.
You don't know how to
so
dance.
I know salsa and merengue. No, I have never danced bachata in my life.
Never.
But she's probably talking about never. I don't like it. But she's probably talking about the salsa and the merengue move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's something natural on me. It's you born with that thing.
No, you don't. You don't have to tell me. I understand that. I'm not a very good bachata dancer, but I have done it in La República Dominicana.
Okay. No, I have never danced bachata. No, really. No, I'm not good at it.
So. Now let's go. Let's move a little bit forward, and we are going on our this coming up. I believe is going to be our 5th year doing the Marina Casa de Campo Open, where we've partnered up and we've done some unbelievable tournaments, and where we've had a ton of fun. And what people when they ask me when I put on tournaments. I don't just put on tournaments. That's not what I do. I like to partner up with places like you guys where we promote your location. And I like to take care of the fishing side and then let you guys do what you do best, which is host these fishermen. And over the last 4 years, whether fishing is good or bad or whatever, one thing that you guys are very well known for is hosting an unbelievable event for not only the crews, the captains, but the owners to enjoy everything that your marina has to offer. And you guys have to offer a lot. So if you wouldn't mind, can we talk about not just the boating and the fishing? What else is there around Marina Casa de Campo for the people to enjoy?
Casa de Campo, the marina is in Casa de Campo. That's why they call Marina Casa de Campo. And Casa de Campo is a 7,000 acres resort. So it's huge. We have 2,500 homes in Casa de Campo, and we got everything. I mean, we got 4 golf courses, all designed by Pete Dye. We have tennis, we have horseback riding, we have polo, we have you name it. I mean, it's a little town. It's a little town. It's so big that it's a little town. I mean, you have Altos de Chabón, the Casa de Campo Hotel, the villas. I mean, you have to come to Marina Casa de Campo and to Casa de Campo to understand what this is, because a lot of people don't even have an idea how it is. They that's the art. I don't know. It could be fun there. I mean, what? I mean, it's splendid. It's the most complete resort in the whole Caribbean, and there's tons of things to do here.
So some of the things include polo.
Yep.
Shooting, if you're into clay shooting.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the shooting.
I was pushing you along. I was helping you.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But as I said, we got everything here. Everything. I mean, it's unbelievable.
So let's also talk a little bit about Alto Chabón because up there you guys have some of the most splendid concerts imaginable.
Oh yeah, we have the amphitheater, and we have, I mean, people. The ones who opened the amphitheater was no less than Frank Sinatra. Okay,
Really? I did not know that.
so oh yes, the concert of the Americas. If you look in YouTube, you're gonna find it. It calls Frank Sinatra Concert of the Americas. That was in Altos de Chabón. That was amazing. I mean, I was watching Frank Sinatra. I was like, it's a drink. I mean, that was awesome.
So
And
go ahead.
hey, Elton John, you
I
no,
believe
just to name a few.
I
It's
believe one year during the tournament, J Lo performed.
J Lo, Sting. I mean, you name it. Santana. I mean, it's a very famous amphitheater, and the place where the amphitheater is, which is Alto de Chabón, is a replica of a 17th century villa. It was all made in the 70s, at the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, and when you go there, you really believe that was built in the century 17th century.
No,
It's amazing.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Um,
And they have restaurants there, and the amphitheater, and it's to have dinner there. It's very romantic and very nice. It is.
so I have a question here from Captain VJ Bell. His question is: when the borders open, do you think the restaurants, etc., will be open as well? And how's the fishing in June?
Well, is that BJ?
That's VJ. Unbelievable.
Okay. Hey, BJ. I love BJ. Very good person. Very nice captain. The thing is that in June there's nobody here, so I cannot tell you if the fishing is good or not. But one thing for sure is that the boats, the pangas, like you call it, that go out by that time of the year, they don't catch. The marlins are gone already. You can find one or two, but not like it is in our season, which is from February through May. It could You can find some marlins, and in somebody named it Josie Spot, which is inland between La Marina and Saona Island, just 2 miles from the coast. That what the Club de Casa y Pesca, the yacht club that you said before, used to do the tournaments, and we did it all the time. I mean, June or July, and they were big girls by the time. I'm talking about 400s, 600s, 300s. So they're not running like before in that place. But as I said, I cannot tell you for sure if the fishing is good or not. All that I can say is that the guys from the Pangas that go every day go out for a living, by that time of June, there's no more blue marlins around. Once more, you can find some, of course, but it's not like
the height of the season. But
exactly, no.
A couple of things I do want to talk about.
And about, I'm sorry, the second part about the restaurants. When we open, of course they're going to be open. Of course.
There you have it, VJ. You better make a reservation right now. There's going to be a long line. Everybody's going to want to go out to dinner. A couple of things that I do want to bring up. Number one, last year you guys weighed the winning swordfish for the Worldwide Swordfish Tournament.
Yep.
I have to say that because that's a tournament that I promote. It's my tournament, and
Oh yeah.
the biggest fish in the world that day, biggest swordfish was caught right off of you guys, and came in to get weighed at 2 o'clock in the morning at 381 pounds. So you guys catch some
Yep.
very nice swordfish.
Yeah. We also have swordfish fishing in La Marina. So for those who love swordfish, you can do it. You can do that too. Yes.
Beautiful. And then
Uh, the biggest swordfish that we had, it was caught by Luis Villela, that you know him. Is the one that caught the yellowfin, the big one.
that was
You
going to be
remember him?
my next statement. Not only do you guys catch big swordfish, but you guys have the biggest yellowfin tuna ever
Ever
caught
caught?
by
Yeah.
any recreational fisherman
Yes, sir.
out of Marina Casa de
That's right.
Campo at 481
That
pounds.
that's right.
And he
That's
did not
right.
catch it with a rod and reel.
No, no,
No.
no.
He went face to face, mano a mano. He shot it with a spear gun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was crazy.
That
That was
was
crazy.
unbelievable story.
That was crazy.
That we've been able to
Yeah.
share that story. We captured it on video and was able to tell that story. So you guys are, even though during the season and you're talking about catching sometimes 10 or 12 blue marlins in a day, you guys also get some very big fish.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Like I said, the record in La Romana, it was in one of the Casa y Pesca tournament. It was 601 pound, and the national record in Dominican Republic, it is a very old record. It was in 1976, 1974, no, 1976, and it was at 842 pounds blue marlin,
Wow.
and on 50 pound test line, because by the time everybody here was fishing with 50 pounds, they don't know 80 pounders. I mean, by that time.
Wow.
So it was that's the oldest record here, and nobody have been broken it. Couldn't broke it. And we have big fish. We have the people who fish for a living. They have caught a bigger fish than that one, but they caught the whole thing. So when they weighed it, it's I don't know,
It's unofficial.
60 pounds less, something like that. So, but yeah, we got big girls here. We do.
Okay, so for those people that might be watching that are not fishermen, we need to talk about some other things. What is the national beer or what are the 2 or 3 favorite beers that people need to try when they're in Dominican Republic?
Well, national, there's only one, the beer, and that's Presidente. I mean,
Dun, dun, dun,
that's
dun.
that's the beer who represents Dominican Republic, man. That's no
That's
question about
the
it.
beer of beers. To be honest with you, I haven't seen it. There's rumor that Dominic Jr. has it tattooed across his chest. I, I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to take off his shirt. I don't want to take off his shirt. But I think he has a tattoo. I think I heard his kids say something about Presidente, and I didn't know if it was a tattoo or that's what they call their father. I don't know. And for those... So for those people that are going to go down to the Dominican Republic and they're going to go enjoy Marina Casa de Campo, tell us a little bit, because I know what my favorite stuff that I love to eat while I'm there. Pedro has my menu ready for when I show up. But let's talk a little bit about Dominican food. I was just recently talking the other day about this. Actually, it was Easter, which we FaceTimed you from our Easter dinner. But for those people that have never been to the Dominican Republic, what is some of the local Dominican
I'm losing
Republic?
the signal.
Are you losing the signal? Would you like me to lift up my arm like this?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll hold it like this.
No, it's okay. No. It's better.
Are
It's
you
better now.
sure?
It's better now.
Like the old
It,
rabbit ears, you got to kind of put your hands up in the air. Uh,
it's
what
that's
it,
fly, guys. That's fly.
This is why I'm the crazy Cuban. What is some of the traditional Dominican food that people can expect to enjoy while they're there?
Well, Dominican food is very similar to Cuban food. Um, my mother was from Cuba. Personally,
That's why I like you so much.
personally, I prefer Cuban than Dominican,
Okay.
to tell you the truth. But it's very similar. So our flag, like we call it in Spanish, la bandera dominicana,
Uh huh.
it's rice, beans, and meat with plantains.
You had
That's
you
the
had
Dominican flag.
you had me at hello. You had me at hello. Rice, beans, meat, and plantains. I'm done. I can
That's
eat
right.
that
I
every
mean,
single day.
but wait. Our the beans that we use that is famous here is red beans. It's not black beans like you Cubans guys.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Beans are. I like beans.
Oh yeah,
I
oh
like
yeah,
rice, beans, plantains, and some kind of meat. Chicken,
and some, yeah,
steak,
yeah,
pork chop. It
exactly.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
steak, whatever. It's with some meat. That would do it.
Okay. I want people to know what to expect. I mean, you can find anything you want. You can find Italian food there. You can find
Oh yeah,
sushi.
we have wonderful restaurants here. Wonderful
And
restaurants.
just as a side note, one time after the tournament, we had gone out and had Chinese food in town that was delicious.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
So you
yeah.
can get whatever you want, but I want
Oh
people.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I have to give a big shout out to Manuel Santana from Abordo Magazine. He's watching us live. He doesn't return none of my calls. He leaves me a message. I call him. He don't call me back. But I'm only saying that here on live because I can. So before we wrap this up, Josie, is there anything you want to say to everybody that's watching? I know right now we're doing a lot of these live things because everybody's stuck in their homes. There's a lot of places that we can't come in and out, so we want to be able to connect with our friends and family from all over. I mean, at the end of the season, everybody goes their way. And we say our goodbyes. This year we had to say our goodbyes very fast. So, and we've stayed in touch via text messages and lives and FaceTimes. But now that we get a chance, we're talking live here and we're broadcasting to everybody. What is there? Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody while they're watching?
Sure thing. Sure thing. Well, unfortunately, what we have to talk about right now is this pandemic. To the people, to be patient, very patient. Don't get crazy. I know that the situation is not easy, but stay home, stay safe. We hope that in the future they find a vaccine that cures this disease, and we can all go out again and hug and stretch our hands and enjoy life. Please, guys, this is not a game. This is serious. Stay home and stay safe. And I hope that for 2021, everything is going to be normal, and we going to have our tournament here with you, and the boats are going to be back and going to have fun in Marina, Casa de Campo.
We're ready for it. Everybody's ready for it. So, Josie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Clyde.
Everybody that's watching, if I can ask you just to share this video, whatever page you're watching it on, because we've broadcasted it across a bunch of pages. Hit that share button just so people know where Marina Casa de Campo is. All your friends know where you go fishing. So hit the share button. Talk about it. And then next year, when we're having the tournament, you can see some of the reports about all the great fishing. Oh, wait a second. I can't sign off just yet because Mr. Keith Richardson from the Who Dat.
Oh, boy.
He just joined in,
Lord.
and he says he can't wait to get back with the Who Dat.
Oh, yeah. We can't wait to have him here again. I mean, I miss you, Keith, like hell. Vilma miss you. Tammy and Caleb. I mean, I hope that you can come very, very soon. Say hello to your family, please.
There you have it. Well, Josie, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And hopefully I can see you face to face sooner than us doing another live feed. But if this stretches out, we'll do another live feed and give everybody a
thing.
report. So,
Sure thing.
Josie, thank you so much. Un abrazo. Un beso a ti.
Igual.
Y a ti, a Vilma. A big hug and kiss for you guys. I miss you guys. We ran out of there like crazy. So, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And one of the things, before I sign off, one of the things that I enjoyed, being that we talked in English, I didn't get, not once, Josie correct my English, because he always corrects my Spanish. Which I do appreciate, because that way I speak better Spanish.
Yeah. Good for you. Good, man.
So, and we have somebody joining in our live feed from New Zealand. So we have New Zealand and Australia I've seen join in. So a lot of people from all over the world have seen what you have to say about Casa de Campo. So Josie, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Say hello to all the guys over there, to your girlfriend, Dominic, Don, John.
I will
say hello to them.
I will give them all a
Mike.
big hug. And I'm supposed to go fishing with Mike and JB on Saturday. So, and I know Mike's on here. I see him cruising through. And, Kevin Alexander from the Who Dat is also on here. Un abrazo, saludos.
Hey, so, Kevin.
Make sure you say hello to Rosa, Pedro, Delvis, everybody, for all of us that are watching.
I will.
Un abrazo, muchas gracias.
Igual. Goodbye.
And I'll fix the chair.
Bye.